heaviest, or you're gonna get, cause we never rest, drop this on ya. We're the heaviest, you would never wanna talk shit cause we come back to haunt. We're the heaviest, or you're gonna get, cause we never rest, drop this on ya. We're the heaviest, you would never wanna talk shit cause we come back to haunt ya. I rock heavy like a 70s icon. Led Zeppelin, stairway to heaven, my mind's gone. Even though I only did acid twice, my rap's advice, your head didn't ask the price for you to be released and me to be happy. With all of your suffering, I'm brutally crafty. Coming up with the best selections to get inside of you like I'm a chest infection. Your best protection is to get down or drown. Remember that the members
Graffiti is an adrenaline addiction and a funk addiction. SLEIZE. Basically, just like seeing it around and being totally intrigued. I rep ODC, Foot Clan, ODC Mob of Death Crew.
I've been writing since like 97, 98-ish. I got started just kind of seeing it around my neighborhood. There's a lot of kids just tagging dumpsters. There was really nothing else to do but go write on stuff, go write on your school, go write on the church, whatever.
I started out as a tagger. I was just a bum toy for a long time. And if you're stealing someone else's funk, basically everybody's gonna know it, and you're a toy. And using lots of slang.
Learning the ropes by myself, using cardboard stencils and things like that. And because I didn't really know anybody that did it, and there wasn't really much going on in Calgary then. I went to school with, you know, the orange amongst the peaches. Like, everybody was getting geared up for university and math this and science and things like that, where, you know, I wasn't there. I never really had a real good outlet for art when I was younger. Wasn't really encouraged. It was like, oh, artists don't make money. You know, they're only, you know, their paintings are only worth something after they're dead. I don't think that's true. I think an artist is definitely worth more alive than dead. Probably one of the first real actual writers in Calgary. And there's always been quite a bit of graffiti in Calgary. I think just because it's a big spread out city, lots of areas that nobody is ever really around.
I've been piecing, doing nice burners for about 5-6 years or something like that. My letter styles have evolved over 10 years into what they are today.
A guy named Quiz One in my neighborhood that got me into it. Finally found out who the infamous Quiz One of Calgary fame was. And he's the guy who kind of showed me the ropes. Him and this guy Mad One, we used to go write all the time.
Arrows? It's just ends of letters. It's just fun.
Bit of style.
Bit of style. I don't
One of the
personally
most
use
famous
them.
ones.
I don't personally use them, but
I'm sure you've used it once.
I have. It's one thing to pay homages, and there's certain styles that are okay for everybody to use. Handwriting style.
I can't
that's
believe
a
you did
style
bubbles. You're a fucking biter.
That's a style that everybody can do and
that.
get away with. But when you start copying people's styles, yeah, you're labeled a biter.
That's
and nobody likes
fundamentals
your
of
shit.
graffiti is what that
It's
shit
fundamentals, like fundamentals of graffiti, outlines, 3Ds, bubbles, like certain fades and stuff. You know, that's okay. It's okay to jock. You know.
For me, I guess a lot of it's music. I think a lot to do with how I feel and what I want to bring across, I guess.
You know, cartoons you watch on TV, Spawn, all that stuff. And then all of a sudden it became like the mainstream. Everybody was doing graffiti, everything. Like, graffiti is responsible for where I am today. It's pretty much everything to me, or was, but now it's evolved into so much more. And it has opened so many doors.
Lily, giraffe.
They know nothing is why they just like
Basically-
make up so much shit.
Basically,
Funny to see it though.
all authority. They know nothing about us, and we like it that way. I love life that way.
There's all kinds of theories in and around the graffiti. Some call it art, some call it a culture. Others say that it's gang and drug-related activity is an identifier. I look at it overall and say whatever you call it, it is, in my view, nothing more than vandalism. It's people that vandalize public and private property that cost property owners millions of dollars. It costs each of us as taxpayers hundreds of thousands of dollars in the city of Calgary case.
They don't realize if we wanted to go around and vandalize for the purpose of vandalizing, I wouldn't be tagging a brick wall. There's some buildings downtown that cost a lot of money to clean them off. I mean, it's not about all destruction of property.
Taken it like advertising or whatever and made it something of our own and just kind of do it for ourselves. It's kind of an ultimate form of free speech, whether you like it or not. It's there and you gotta look at it. I mean, companies get to do that to us every single day. We have to look at the new billboard outside your window or the new
Stupid
mural
color
covered
ad.
bus. Like they can have a bus covered in advertisement, but they can't have a bus covered in graffiti. Like I don't see a difference, but they seem to.
It would make them money.
Yeah, exactly. If they can't make any money on it, they don't want to have any part of it.
Oftentimes when graffiti appears, many people feel threatened by that. It can be the first sign of crime entering into a community. It can be like a telltale sign.
I think that's bullshit. I think that graffiti comes with crime as the city gets bigger. It has nothing to do with the graffiti causing crime. If anything, the crime makes us stop writing as much graffiti because there's fucking cops all over the fucking place.
It's a direct link with population.
It's a
That's
direct
it.
link
That's
with
all.
population.
Right?
Just worried
It has-
about property value. That's all they care about.
People aren't paying taxes right now. Someday they will be, unfortunately, like all the rest of us. And it would be much nicer to, be putting that money into positive activities as opposed to, again, cleanup.
I have to go to work every day, and sure, I gotta pay my taxes because you make me, but I make it happen. I pay them because that's life. But they can't stop me from writing graffiti. And I just want these people to fucking know that they can't control everything.
You'll sometimes find in some of the areas with graffiti is you'll see more vandalism. You'll see sometimes needles in the area which create a safety hazard for everybody, but especially children.
When we were back there, they weren't back there. Now,
They got a big fence and a bunch of drugs.
we kicked out the crackheads, and now it's all fenced off. They painted over everything so they could get their stupid faces on the news. Mr.
For G8 and all
yeah,
that.
and we're painting over graffiti, blah blah blah, and this is the money the city spent to clean up the city so we look good for all the oil companies.
The amount of money that is spent with regards to cleaning up graffiti and investigating it, preventing it, prosecuting those who are charged is in the millions of dollars.
Stop wasting taxpayers' money. Look at any big city.
They're working with us instead of always
Go to Toronto. You got better problems to worry about. Go to Montreal. Go to Vancouver.
If anybody sees graffiti being applied, it's a 911 call because it is an act of crime.
If you call 911 for graffiti, knowing Calgary's cops, they'll send a helicopter and 14 cop cars to go get one guy. And, you're wasting even more taxpayers' money.
They're wasting everybody's money. I think it's a bigger waste of money to pay the cop to look for me. Because these cops are idiots. They're fucking dumb when it comes to graffiti. They think, they think they know stuff, But even if they know these cats, you can't bust anybody until you bust them doing it. And you're not gonna bust us that easy. We're like leprechauns, yo. We're like creeping. By the time you even know where I am, I'm gone.
Big thing is, even if they get caught with
red paint on your hands and a red can. Never ever did it.
Keep your damn mouth shut about everything. And when the cops creep on you and you're painting, run.
Yeah.
Make them work for their money.
Run.
Don't stand there and be like, oh, I wasn't doing nothing. Run. Make them work.
If you want to get away, you
Anyways.
probably will.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You know the city a million times better than any cop too,
Exactly.
probably, if you're
thing
if you're a
about
bomber.
thing about us is we know where we're going and when we're going. They don't.
That's one, you got the
You
one
can have
step
your
ahead.
helicopters, you can have your cars all over the place, but as for surveillance, they can't really do that stuff. They can't really come watch you and then bust you that way. You just gotta make sure no one's following you if you think the heat's on.
And if you ever get busted, just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah,
I
if
learned
you-
that one the hard way.
We don't want graffiti artists to be out there working away, because if you are, it's a severe penalty in Calgary, and if you're caught, it's going to cost you a lot more than that can of paint.
We don't really agree.
Apparently there's a, from what I've been told, there's like a $5,000 fine or threat. But I've also talked to people that work for the city and have said that it's totally unenforceable.
Oh, it doesn't scare me. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, it doesn't really scare
Like,
me. Besides,
I've
we're
never
big
heard of
ballin'
anyone getting
anyway.
it. Or,
We're big ballin' anyway, you know. We can afford that. I find that shit in my coach. I'd like to see a cop try to pay that on his salary.
Inside a backpack like this might be what's called a Bible or a sketchbook, an artist's sketchbook. And this graffiti doesn't just go up overnight. There's a lot of etchings and practice examples that are drawn out.
More goes into it than just the letters that you see and whatnot. Like the fact that someone's doing this and taking their time, risking their ass to.
Some spots take weeks to plant or hit. You know, they might go sit around at a brick wall all night and not have one chance to paint it.
It's not art. I look at that and say to those artists that are out there that are obviously very talented, can't you ply your trade in some other place where you're not degrading the value of our city, the look of the community?
And dumpsters, basically, yeah, they're free reign for taggers.
Yeah, it's too bad they don't actually just allow that to happen and fucking make them look
It's
just
a
wild, man. Like,
big pile of
Fucking-
garbage.
Yeah, who cares? It's fucking garbage. The thing about a killed dumpster is it's so rocked that you fall in love with it just like any piece of artwork. And then when they come and clean it off, it's just plain. It's a plain fucking dumpster. We see them 100 times a day. What joy do you get out of looking at a plain fucking dumpster? I don't understand this about people.
Having policies against mural work, you know, what do they expect? They take away any legal spot that we may have.
Once the mural wall is done, that it tends to then migrate several blocks away, where people become frustrated that their work's been covered up, and it's back to graffiti again.
And they don't expect us to go to the streets and do it. I mean, we're going to do it regardless anyways, but if there is any kid that is doing it strictly for the creative aspect, doesn't even care about the illegal aspect, he has no choice but to go out to the street to do it.
If kids gonna do graffiti, it's gonna do graffiti.
I think they're fucking buffing too much.
sometimes there's no point to even do any good pieces
yeah.
anymore. It's just fucking
Yeah,
get
like,
my
I
name
just-
up, get the fuck out of there.
Might as well just dump buckets of paint on shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. You think that it takes me a long time to write my name? I've been doing it all day, every day for fucking 10 years. It doesn't take long.
You know, if you look at some of the work that's done, it's actually very artistic and well done. People who are obviously very talented. I just wish that they would use those talents in a private property, in a private setting.
Come in when they decided, okay, let me do it. That's why, you know. But my whole concern, the whole idea is advertisement.
We want to ensure that it's tasteful, that it's within what the community expectations are. Some of the language that's painted on the side is quite vulgar. Some of the works is not the best that I've seen.
Plus the message, face reality, there will be justice. You know, I really like that one. Somehow last year, I guess one brother and one sister came here. You know, two people was here. You know, and they was talking about the city doesn't want that. You know, down 17 here. She told me about two places, Kensington and 17th Avenue. They don't want a graffiti.
This type of graffiti, artistic graffiti, I like it. It adds a lot of color to sort of a drab, concrete jungle sort of environment.
B-boys walk holes in your shell toes. Rock plenty pairs like a Melda Marco. C mics, we spark those. From the tenement to the suburb to the hostel. B-girls rock the souls at the shell toes. Love yourself cause we all be apostles. And together we achieve the impossible. Pocket well, rock and roll till they fossil. Bring it, son, I run a marathon to get it on with anyone. From Babylon to Lebanon. Mash up the stage, let the show still carry on. Blow out this only Trinitron. When you see we on, leave it on, keep it on lock. Survivement's bullets like tutu. It's when I left school, I received hard knocks from life. I might incite fights for what I write, using ghettos all the stress of universe to be fitting me tight. Kick it tonight till it bleeds sunlight. I retire when the band go quiet. Oh, my soul goes silent. Oh, I gotta go back to living on autopilot. PD, vacation on Venus, and we haven't flown a mile yet. Acting like you ain't smiled yet, but these singers they already dialed it. We do it to see how the crowd get free style. B-boys walk holes in your shell toes. Rock plenty pairs like a Melda Marco. C mics, we spark those. From the tenement to the suburb to the hostel. B-girls rock the souls at the shell toes. Love yourself cause we all be apostles. And together we achieve the impossible. Pocket well, rock and roll till they fossil. Bring it.
Because if you clean it once, twice, maybe even 3 times, it will stop and go away. Because remember, the number one reason that they're putting the graffiti there is because we're tolerating it. And if you're showing that you're not tolerating it, it will stop.
They think it's gonna stop us. You can't stop graffiti. You will never be able to stop it. Some cities get slower than others. You can't stop it. It's still here. Look around. It's here. You know, it's here to stay.
Lay down your burden, lay down your care. The Holy Virgin, she's gonna greet you up there with a big can of spray paint, yeah, and a big blank wall. And I can guarantee, yeah, there ain't no cops around at all. Graffiti limbo, where do you go? Graffiti limbo, when there ain't no justice.
Hey, Eve, you like apples? I like them apples.